Imagine you have just stepped off the deck of a large trading trireme that has sailed from Rhodes or Athens. The year is around 200 BC. The sun is only just rising over the Mediterranean Sea, and before you lies one of the most magnificent sights of the ancient world, Alexandria, the jewel of the Ptolemies, the city where Greece, Egypt, and the entire known world come together in one extraordinary place. The air is filled with the salty sea breeze mixed with the smells of fresh fish, frankincense, warm bread, and exotic eastern spices. You stand on the quay of the great harbor, and the first thing that captures your eyes is the colossal Pharos Lighthouse. It rises on the island of Pharos like a guardian watching over the entrance to the port. Standing more than 100 meters tall, built of white limestone and granite, it can be seen from dozens of kilometers out at sea. During the day, its huge mirrors reflect the sunlight, and at night, an enormous fire at the top lights the way for ships, saving them from dangerous reefs and shallows. This is not merely a lighthouse. It is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, a symbol of Ptolemaic power and wisdom. Alexandria is waking up. Thousands of people are already on their feet. Fishermen are returning from their night's catch. Their boats filled with tuna, octopus, fresh oysters, and moray eels. In the markets, especially along the Grand Canopic Way, merchants are setting up their stalls. Here you can buy almost anything. The finest Egyptian papyrus, Indian spices such as pepper, cinnamon, and cardamom, African ivory, Arabian frankincense, Greek wine and amphory, olive oil from Attica, and even silk that has begun to arrive along the Silk Road. The city is laid out in the strict Greek grid plan, straight, wide streets crossing at right angles. The main avenues, like the Canopic Way and the street leading from the Royal Palace to the Serapeum, are up to 30 meters wide. Chariots and carts drawn by mules, and horses move freely along them. White marble and limestone buildings gleam in the morning light. Many houses are decorated with columns, frescoes, and colorful mosaics. In the eastern part of the city lies the royal quarter with its luxurious palaces, gardens, fountains, and even small zoos containing exotic animals brought from Africa and Asia. As you walk further, you hear voices in many languages: Common Greek, Koine, Egyptian Demotic, Aramaic, and Hebrew. Alexandria is a true melting pot. Greeks mainly live in the eastern districts, Egyptians in the western quarter of Rhodes, and a large Jewish community occupies the Delta Quarter. They all coexist, trade, argue, and sometimes clash, but the city holds them together. Mourning in Alexandria is the time of the temples. In the Great Serapeum complex, where Greek and Egyptian cults have merged into one, the priests are already performing the mourning rituals. The statue of the god Serapis, with a basket on his head symbolizing fertility, looks benevolently over the city. People bring offerings: doves, incense, and flowers. Nearby, in smaller shrines, Isis is especially beloved, along with Anubis, Horus, and of course the Greek gods Zeus, Athena, and Poseidon. Now let us step into the heart of the city's intellectual life, the Mouseion and the Great Library. Here, in spacious halls surrounded by gardens and colonnades, the finest minds of the age live and work. Scholars, poets, mathematicians, astronomers, and physicians receive housing, food, and salaries from the king, so that nothing distracts them from the pursuit of knowledge. The library at this time already holds hundreds of thousands of papyrus scrolls. It contains the works of Homer, Hesiod, all the great tragedians and comedians, philosophers from Plato to Aristotle, and treatises on medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and geography. You can hear lively discussions in one of the halls. Someone is quoting Euclid, whose Elements have already become the foundation of geometry. Nearby, they debate new observations of the stars. The astronomers of Alexandria already know that the Earth is round and are even trying to calculate its circumference. In the medical rooms, physicians following the traditions of Herophilus and Erasistratus study human anatomy. Here, unlike in many other places, dissection of bodies is permitted, giving incredible insights into the structure of the human body. Meanwhile, ordinary citizens go about their daily business in the streets. Women in light linen or woolen chitons head to wells and cisterns for water, Alexandria has one of the best water supply systems in the Hellenistic world, with aqueducts and underground channels. Children run between the columns playing ball or dice. Young Greeks make their way to the gymnasium, where they train naked, wrestle, run, throw the discus and javelin, preserving the traditions of their ancestors. Noon. The sun stands high, the heat increases, but the sea breeze brings relief. Noise begins at the hippodrome. Chariot races will soon start. The crowd gathers early, and bets are enormous. Next to it is the theater, where plays by Euripides, Sophocles, and new Alexandrian authors are performed. Actors in masks rehearse under the open sky. In the harbor, work is in full swing. Slaves and free laborers unload ships. From Sicily and Carthage come amphorae of wine and olive oil. From India, through the Red Sea and the Canal, arrive spices, precious stones, and fabrics. From Africa come ivory, gold, ostrich feathers, and sometimes even live animals for the royal gardens or public spectacles. Merchants calculate their profits on abacuses, the ancient counting boards. Bankers, of whom there are many in Alexandria, issue loans at interest and arrange bills of exchange. A sophisticated banking system already exists here. In the royal palace, which occupies a vast area on the Lochias promontory, Ptolemy V or his officials receive ambassadors from other Hellenistic kingdoms. The palaces are decorated with marble, gold, and rare woods. Peacocks stroll through the gardens, and fountains cool the air. The royal family lives in luxury, but they know that Alexandria's power rests not only on its army, but also on trade, knowledge, and reputation. After midday, life slows down a little. Many seek shade in the porticos or go to the public baths, thermal complexes with hot and cold pools, massage, and aromatic oils. Here people of different social classes meet. Greek merchants, Egyptian artisans, Jewish scholars. Conversations turn to politics, new philosophical ideas, the latest discoveries in astronomy, or how accurately Archimedes calculated the volume of a sphere. As evening approaches, the city is painted in golden and orange tones. The sun sinks toward the horizon, and the Pharos Lighthouse begins to prepare for the night. Keepers carry up huge supplies of wood and oil. The mirrors are polished so that the fire will be visible as far as possible at night. Sunset in Alexandria is a special time. The sky above the sea turns fiery. The white buildings blush pink, and the sea becomes molten gold. You stroll along the Canopic Way, the city's main ceremonial artery. The first torches and oil lamps are being lit. Musicians play on lyres, alloy, and cymbals. Street vendors offer grilled fish, honey cakes with dates, and diluted wine. Taverns fill with customers. Greeks, Egyptians, and Jews sit at the same tables, sometimes arguing about the gods, sometimes simply sharing news from distant lands. In the Jewish quarter, the evening prayer is beginning. In the Egyptian quarters, the rhythms of local drums and songs in honor of Isis can be heard. And in the Greek gymnasia, the youth continue training by torchlight. Night falls over Alexandria, but the city does not sleep completely. In the library and the Mouseion, lamps burn late into the night. Scholars work on new treatises, copy rare scrolls, and debate the nature of the cosmos. Someone is drawing a map of the known world. Someone is studying the movement of the planets. Someone is writing refined poetry in the elegant Alexandrian style, subtle, full of allusions and literary references. On the lighthouse, the fire grows brighter. Its light cuts through the darkness, warning sailors of danger and welcoming those who approach the great city. Guards patrol the walls and harbors. In the port, ships rock gently on the waves, ready to sail at dawn. You climb to the roof of a house in the center of the city. From here, the view is breathtaking. Hundreds of thousands of lights, torches, lamps, the great fire on the lighthouse create a real sea of light. Alexandria glows